Can the foot cause shoulder issues? It sure can. Follow along. Just let your right arm hang by your side, relax it, and now side bend your spine towards this side, so towards the right. Now you should end up with a spine that is bent to your right, and therefore a right shoulder that is lower than the left. And now in this position, just see how easy or how difficult it is for you to lift this right arm out to the side. It's pretty horrible, right? Well, straighten out your spine again and retest this, and voila, the freedom is restored. If you've been struggling with a shoulder issue and you still can't get your arm freely overhead despite all the stretches and exercises that you've been given, it's worth checking out exactly these kinds of relationships. And here's another one to try. Rotate your body to your left, but make sure that you keep looking straight ahead with your head. And now we take both of our arms out to the front, and you're going to find that the left one goes way further than the right. Whereas if you turn this back to center, or even the other way, you will feel the opposite. So now the right arm goes up freely and the left one will be more restricted. Magic? No, it can actually all be explained. What it shows though is that an issue in the shoulder can actually be caused by a problem way lower down. Now we looked at the spine and the rib cage, but let's actually follow those breadcrumbs a little bit further down. If, like in the first example, a side bend in the spine can restrict the shoulder, we could ask ourselves, but why is the spine bent like this in the first place? We can potentially track that all the way down to the feet, as we're going to see now. Again, just stand relaxed, let your arms hang, and simply shift your pelvis sideways over to the left. The natural response in the spine is now to bend to the right in order to counterbalance that shift of the pelvis to the left. So your spine is bent, and we now know that this affects the shoulder. But importantly, we have to recognize that the spine bent in response to the pelvic shift. So we have a shoulder that is affected by our spine, but we have a spine that is affected by our pelvis. And the pelvis? I'm glad you asked. If you flatten your right foot and/or you arch your left foot, you're going to feel and see how the pelvis is being pulled towards the higher arched foot and it's being pushed away from the flatter foot. So if these are your feet and the pelvis has shifted in response to the feet, and your spine has bent to the right in response to your pelvis, you are wasting your time working on your rotator cuff. What we need to do here is re-educate the feet, the pelvis and the spine so that this actually creates an opportunity for the shoulder to move freely. And just as the second example with our rotation showed, there are tons more ways in which the rest of the body will lead to a shoulder restriction that can A, be explained, and B, that just will not respond to traditional treatment because you're missing the important relationships. If you want to find out more about those kinds of relationships and the cleverness of your body, hit subscribe, ask me a question in the comments, and check out my other social media channels. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.